All right. So part 2, I just got off the phone with my aunt. Gonna go dink around today. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about Uncharted games, and it's still Friday, July 19th, obviously, or Saturday, July 19th. Yeah, I was on Facebook, and this is what got me going on a video. They started doing Halloween commercials again. They're starting that shit up. Mainly Disney. Disney World is already like, Halloween is around the corner and all that stuff, or Halloween is here, or something like that. And it's, again, I hate the ideology of witches and all that stuff. People who, and that's on you if you worship that shit. In my opinion, and I'm not saying this to people personally, but only bitches do that stuff, you know. Only bitches worship that stuff. So, but again, that's not a personal attack on people themselves. I'm just saying that's a super lame thing to worship, is demonic magic and shit like that, you know, and spells. You got to be really fucking down with the sickness to do that shit, you know. So, you know, I sure as shit would tell you, don't do that. It's not worth it. So, bad. It's gonna fuck your life up, and it's gonna fuck you up when you die. As simple as that. Jesus Christ, take me to live forever after I die. And I'm serious though, you know, like, please don't. But anyway, yeah, I know I rarely talk about Jesus Christ and all that stuff. I try to more often, you know, and excuse me for my language, you know, especially, you can't be cussing and talking about Jesus in the same video, you know, you can't. But, you know, I'm a human, but I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, you know, nobody ever is perfect. So, but yeah, you know, I don't believe in witches and all that stuff, but, you know, just, I don't celebrate Halloween like you used to anymore, but it's still weirdly nostalgic. It's just nostalgic because I used to growing up until I was 20. Until I was 20 years old, that's when we decided we were officially done with Halloween, but still it kind of hangs out there. Like last year, I went out, did my own thing, and Gabby and Justin ended up taking her trick-or-treating anyway, I think, Victoria. So we still somewhat did Halloween, but at the same time we didn't, you know, but anyway, yeah, so I saw that, and that's what made me think of wanting to do this video. But yeah, Thursday, Friday, just played video games, beat Uncharted 4. Like I said, I love the Uncharted games. It's only PlayStation if you have PlayStation. It's not Xbox. And if you don't know what Uncharted is, I'm sorry, but it's one of the first go-to series of PlayStation games for me. Because when I bought the PlayStation 3 in 2012, my first game on it was Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And that's why it was just natural. When I got the PlayStation 5, I was like, I gotta go for the Uncharted game. So I was gonna buy the Uncharted trilogy, but they ended up being PlayStation Plus premium. So I was just like, just get that, because the games don't last forever anyway. I mean, they gotta end. So $20 for games that are eventually gonna end. But then here I am doing that with Spider-Man. So technically my first bought PlayStation 5 game was Spider-Man, but it was $25, so I was just like, fuck it. And plus I had 20 in my account, so I was like, you know, it's a deal that you probably won't come back, because Spider-Man for the PS4/5 remaster, it's $50. It's $50. So I was just like, you know, $25. I might as well do it because it's 50. So 50% off. Fuck it, why not? But yeah, so today I am going to go to the store in Tacoma called the Guitar Maniacs. So I'm going to check them out because they have a few Rickenbackers over there that they actually confirmed they have. And I don't plan on buying them. So they have two of them. They have a Rickenbacker 4001 from 1982. But it is heavily beat up, like you know, not like they trashed it on purpose, but you know, like someone And I'll admit, nobody's perfect, but even my fender still doesn't have any bumps. But, you know, it happens with stuff. Like if you're walking or if you're trying to get up and bunk, you hit the head on something and then there's a scratch. This 1982 Rickenbacker, it's a jet black or whatever it's called. Jet glow or something like that. And it's got scratches all over the head. Like it's been bumped a few times. You know, it's got a bit of use, scratches on the body and the neck, you know, just very mildly on the neck and body. But, you know, the head is kind of where it's more scratched up and dented. And they want $3,200 for it. And I was just like, that's a fucking lot. And then the other Rickenbacker that they got is a 4003S, which I don't want that. I don't want the 4003S. I want the regular 4003 because I want it as close to the 4001 as possible, because the S has the little dots on the frets. It doesn't have the triangles, and I want the triangles. You know, like I want the triangles. I don't want the dots like the Fender has, you know. Plus, I like the outline, the white. It'll be a white outline on the shape. Yeah, the 4003S doesn't do that. Neither does the 1S. I don't think there's a 1S, but there's a 4003S. And it doesn't have an outline white line around the guitar. If you look up pictures, it'll show what I'm talking about. But yeah, but the reason I want to check this one out too, the 4003S, is because it's midnight blue. It's 2018, so they're both pre-owned. But the S is midnight blue. And, you know, I want to get a feel of that one too. So, you know, if I can play these, and, you know, they're the only guitar store that does layaway that actually fucking is like, okay, as long as you make payments on it, then you can take it whenever. Because, like, Guitar Center, Music and Arts, they only do layaway. Hold on. What, Jack? What, buddy? There was a bee fucking flying around me, so I was just like, What, buddy? What, buddy? These are my cats. What? Why are you frolicking around me for? What? What's going on, guys? You guys got food? Come on. Tell me, you guys got food? Sort of. They're almost out. Gonna have to get new cat food pretty soon. Yeah, these cats are weird, bro. In a good way. I fucking love these cats. So, going back out front. But yeah, you know, I asked them if they had any newer ones or if they can order a new one. They said no, it's just whatever they get, which is really disappointing, but hey, at least they make an effort to try to really hold guitars for people rather than trying to make them pay them in a month. Because, you know, like I said, you know, that's fucking ridiculous. Layaway should not work like that, paying the rest of it off in a month. Like, kind of stupid fucking logic is that? Because, like, I put guns on layaway. They're like, as long as you make really great payments, pay it off. If you don't pay anything, you have 3 months. If you make regular pay, it extends, right? That's what these guys do. But Guitar Center, Music and Arts, they stupidly only do fucking, you gotta pay it in 1 month, which no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna put $600 down and then be like, oh, now to pay the last $1,500 in $2,000 in a month. Like, ain't nobody gonna fucking do that. So, you know, it's layaway. It means you gotta meet in the middle with people, but at the same time, still make your money. Make your money, but at the same time, be fair to the people who are willing to pay you money regularly, you know, so it's just like, yeah, it's kind of weird, kind of stupid. But I'm just going to see what Guitar Maniacs offers, because they actually have 2 Rickenbackers that I'm going to check out. So, might even see what kind of, not deals, but, you know, window shop. But see what they can do at the same time. But at the same time, hey, if I ain't going to buy nothing, if I ain't going to put nothing on layaway, then hey, you know, just, you know, get the experience of playing on a Rickenbacker, because that's all I want, at the very least, is getting the experience of playing a Rickenbacker of some kind. So then I know, man, this is a nice guitar, because I played, you know, SBs, I played different kinds of basses and electric guitars, Les Pauls, ES335s, fuck, you name it, right? Fenders, Telecasters, Stratocaster, Starcaster, different kinds of a few Flying Bs, just ESPs, fucking, what, buddy? Yeah? You just want attention? Oh, there she comes too. Hello. I think they both just want attention. Yeah. Okay. I can never get her face. Oh, there it is. Sort of. Maybe because I go outside, they're like freaking out or something. But anyways, yeah. So, gonna enjoy today. Probably go to the Tacoma Mall as well, just to hang out with my aunt. So, yeah, it'll be fun. But I'm gonna go get ready. So, bye.